Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coin Lady channel. Companies like Ripple are looking to invest outside as a result of the United States' hazy crypto rules. As reported by Brad Garland House, the CEO of Ripple reportedly recommended that the United States adopt the same policies as the United Kingdom and Singapore. In what ways do you think this news will impact the Bitcoin market and the US economy? Today's video will address these concerns. Because of the gender gap in understanding crypto businesses, Europe has benefited greatly. On May 17, Brad Garland, CEO of Ripple, said that his company has acquired the Swiss crypto firm Medico due to widespread misinformation about the industry. He was forewarned that the SEC crackdown would limit his company's ability to do business in the United States. Companies like Ripple have been forced to diversify their investments away from the US as a result of the SEC's crackdown. Similarly, 95% of our customers come from outside the US. CEO Ye Garland made the remark that the acquisition of Swiss firm Medico was a natural fit for Ripple's because of their same client base and geographic proximity. The $250 million purchase of Medico is expected to increase the company's global presence and enable easier access to its A-list clientele, which includes BNP Paribas, Citi, and Société Générale. After the failure of the U.S. government's previous regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies, Garland House suggested that U.S. authorities study the approaches used by the United Kingdom, the United Arab Emirates, and Singapore. According to Garland House, clarity permits business owners and investors to have constructive interactions with government. Ripple's XRP coin may not be a security, according to SEC correspondence. These exchanges imply that XRP might fail to qualify as an investment contract under the Howey test. Ripple's opposition and reply papers footnotes Ripple's legal teams and attention to these communications. Consequences all left John Deaton, a legal analyst, baffled. It appears from the correspondence in Deaton Exhibit 220 that XRP might fail the Howey test. Deaton admits that the significance of the emails was initially missed because they were buried behind a phrase aimed at independent market players. Sex analysis that start pre was not a security. Ripple. In the midst of the court struggle, the 6th District Payment Company may be discussing a settlement. In its cross-motion for summary judgment, Ripple requested an additional week to provide redacted versions of the Hinman paper and other supporting evidence. Former SEC Director William Hinman's 2018 comment declaring Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to be not securities is highlighted in the SEC filings. Attorney, I need some backing. John Deaton believes the SEC will keep fighting once the Hinman documents are made public. Before obtaining these supplies, he thinks the wave would have subsided. Deaton has faith in SEC Chairman Gary Gensler's anti-crypto stance. In the coming weeks, we will see this case through to its conclusion. The controversial case initiated by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC should be resolved, according to Brad Garland House, CEO of Ripple. A decision may not take as long as the public has been led to believe, according to Garland House. And here's an interview with some doubters to hear CEO Mukai panic Garland House out. Circle Incorporated CEO Jeremy Allaire at the Ski-Bee Texas 4th Annual DeFi and Web3 Virtual Summit, which features keynotes from Stephen Goldfeder, CEO of Arbitron, Michael Groninger, CEO of Analysis, and Michael Egeroff, co-founder of Curve, among many others. Brad Garland House stated that he expects a decision in the current dispute with the SEC to be made within weeks rather than months. The present action against Ripple may be affected by William Heinemann's declaration, made in 2018, that Ethereum is not a security. The Hinman documents contain internal conversations and speeches tied to Heinemann. The SEC has made repeated attempts to get these documents deemed confidential. The SEC and the Biden administration, according to Brad Garland House, put politics ahead of smart policy, which pushed crypto entrepreneurs and innovations outside of the United States. The bulk of Ripple's clients are located in countries outside of the United States, and the CEO attributes this to the country's strict regulatory climate. As the Ripple SEC dispute nears a resolution, SolidGenic co-founder Bob Wras posted about the SEC's cryptocurrency rules. As Ross put it, the sex is strong. The Bitcoin industry is feeling Esther's effects already. He says that the agency's treatment of virtually all digital assets and securities demonstrates a failure to grasp this new technology, leading to needless legal battles for companies like Ripple. Intense competition between the sexes in the cryptocurrency industry has delayed its development, Raz. He warns that it has the potential to hinder innovation and force many businesses to relocate abroad. He maintains that Ripple must adapt to the current regulatory climate. When it comes to regulating a technology it doesn't fully comprehend, the SEC, in Ross's view, is like any other legislative. He contends that it is a mistake to classify cryptocurrencies as securities because of their distinctive features and potential applications. While noting that the Ripple litigation has revealed some irregularities, Rez argues that the SEC should have developed a regulatory framework specific to these assets. Although he acknowledges that Coinbase may be impacted by these changes, he argues that not all digital assets are securities. Ross recommends that the SEC abandon its current emphasis on enforcement in favor of a regulatory framework that encourages innovation while still safeguarding investors' interests. Ripple Labs CEO Brad Garlinghouse made an ominous announcement at the Dubai FinTech Summit, a $1 billion investment to expand the company's offerings. According to Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, the company plans to expand beyond international payments and liquidity through internal growth and external acquisitions. Put your money where the blockchain is accepted. John Deaton, pioneer of the field of crypto law and an ardent supporter of XRP, rebutted the argument that William Hinman's controversial remarks from 2018 reflected merely his personal views. Yesterday, Deaton tweeted that senior SEC officials were the ones who influenced Hyman to make his controversial statement. The pro-XRP lawyer alleges that 63 emails and 52 drafts from high-ranking SEC officials make up the speech. On the email chain containing the materials, Deaton responded to his tweet from July of 2022. Last year, Deaton reported that only the ethics office and ethics chief DNA Serrano are left out of the email chain for Hyman's papers. The Bitcoin community reacted to Deaton's latest tweet. Mark Fago, a former SEC lawyer, commented on the piece in which Fakel prompted Deaton to reconsider his SEC concept. According to the federal government, every statement made by an SEC employee that is not an enforcement action, a regulation, or an agreement among all 5 commissioners is the employee's personal opinion. He wanted to know why others couldn't see things from his perspective. Deaton claims that comprehension is widespread. He argued that Judge Sarah Nipper and the U.S. District Judge have previously accused the Commission Council of lawlessness, despite the fact that the SEC generally makes transactional arguments. Hinman's words from the 2018 Yahoo Finance All Markets Summit are the focus of Deaton's latest comments. When Ripple's asked for evidence to back up Hinman's speech, the cryptocurrency community took note. Hyman's papers refer to discussions of racy language. After Ripple made reference to the study, the SEC claimed that Hyman's statement reflected only his views and not those of the Commission. As stated by the Crypto Basic Judge Annalisa Torres, who just unsealed Hyman's information, Judge Sarah Net Byrne dismissed the SEC's bid to seal the documents. It's all over today. Do your own due diligence and weigh the dangers before making any financial commitments. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.